you have to pay heavily to use these facilities. Then you also have to check the performance of the software. How capable is the software? Will it be appropriate for all the things you want to do? This you have to put into cognizance. Then the user friendliness. How friendly is the software? How easy to use is it? Will all the students be able to use it? You must ensure that no child is left behind. Everybody who is participating must be able to have access to this training, these classrooms. So you have to ensure that whatever tool you are choosing, it must be usable for all, because students will be using different medium to log into your class. Some will be using their phones, some laptops, and the laptops have different capacities. Some use tablets. So how friendly is this tool you are going to adapt to do your teaching? Then that's what we mean by equity, that you have to ensure that every member of the class is able to participate. Even when they miss coming online, there should be medium where they could as well have access to this training offline. Nobody should be disadvantaged when you are using these tools. So all these factors you have to put into consideration when you are choosing which one to use. Now, it is not just enough to use these tools. You have to be aware, very aware, that as you are using these tools with the students, you are carrying on more additional responsibilities so that the students are adequately protected. You know, we all know about cyber crimes. We have cyber bullies, we have cyber predators. We must be in charge at all times. We must be aware so that we can be in charge, so that the students that we want to give the opportunity to learn are not disadvantaged in any way. They should not come across any unholy site or events while online. So every caution must be taken, because this is even for you, it could be an unknown territory, an unstructured home environment. So we have to do everything in our capacity to ensure the safety, emotional safety, physical safety of the students that will be taken. Then we also know that using these online tools are going to bring us a lot of additional workload, and this could be stressful. So we have to be ready psychologically, physically. To take on the responsibility for choosing and using these online tools. So therefore, at any point in time that you are choosing, you have to choose tools that will bring structure to your day-to-day activities. And it must keep you connected, feasible, and in control. Now, these tools have been compiled in a way that we're able to see the ones that we have to be connected online real time to use them. And these are the ones we call synchronous virtual classroom tools. But there are some of them that They can be used offline, and later when you connected, the students could have access to, and the teacher as well as the parents will have access to all the things that will have been put there on. But for today, we'll be talking about the synchronous virtual classroom tools. That is the one that you must be connected and remain online, because it's real-time teaching, just as we are doing now. And that is why the first tool we'll be talking about is Zoom. As we all can see, what we are using right now is Zoom. I have to make it first because that's what most of us are already used to. On this teaching platform, even though you are using it for meetings and webinars, it's also a great online tool. You can do a lot of things with Zoom. It has a whiteboard where you can do your scribblings. I will try and link on with the whiteboard now. I'm trying to locate it here. I'm going to pause share so I can have access to I'm trying to locate the whiteboard here. Oh, that means I will have to go off this sharing for a minute. So be able to use the whiteboard. So I'm picking the whiteboard now. Can we all see the whiteboard now? Here,
not yet.
You can.
Yeah, you have seen it.
Okay, good. Now, this is the whiteboard. You can do your typing. Yes. You can do your typing, whatever you want to do. You can continue to type and type like that. And at the end of the day, you can draw. You have the drawing tool. You can also highlight what you have done if for emphasis. You can annotate what you have been doing. You can format. You can turn it to any color you want. You can undo what you have done. And There is an additional tool that can make your using the whiteboard very easy. It is called the Wacom pen. But this pen is quite expensive. They're doing a promo now, and it's 49,095 naira. Most times they sell it 70 something thousand, 80 something thousand, depending on the particular one. But once you use it, you can write as you write on the normal whiteboard in your classroom. You can continue typing. So go to the next page. By the time you go to the next page, you will see the plus sign to give you additional pages. On there, you can continue your typing as well. You can continue to type. On and on and on, and you can see it has shown page 2, page 3, page 4. Even if you have to put an entire note, 20 pages, 30 pages, it will allow you to do that. You have the eraser to erase what you don't want. So many things you can do. And at the end of the day, you can save what you have done. Save to whiteboards. You can see it here, and you can see it later in the folder. So you can make use of this whiteboard for your teaching. But the writing pen for the board, that the one that comes with it, is not so good. Sometimes it's so difficult to write with it. But if you can add the Wacom pen, it will make it easy for you to be able to write when you normally write on the board, when you use your chalk or you use the marker. I hope I'm communicating. Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
we can hear you.
Okay. Okay. Now, the next one is the Google Classroom. Google, as we know, is a giant when it comes to online technological tools. And for us educators, Google has offered us what is called the G Suite. In it, you have all Google tools like the Slide, Google Documents. You know, just like the Word document, Google has its own document. Google Sheets, which is just like the Excel. You have Google Slides, which is also used for PowerPoint presentation. Google offers a lot that can make your class so beautiful. It's a single space for everything you want to do when it comes to online teaching. And you will be able to use the other tools, like the Google Hangouts. The Google Hangouts, which is used for chatting. When you have created your class and you create a chat room where all the members of the class can communicate just like the way you communicate using WhatsApp and all other communication tools. It serves the same purpose. You can also use this for your meeting, just the way we are doing now. You could use the Google Meet, and you could also use the calendar to do. The calendar helps you to monitor all your activities. So Google has a lot. You can use the map. You can integrate so many things into the classroom. In fact, factually nothing that you cannot do in the Google Classroom. And you can break it into different classrooms, different rooms, based on subject, based on the projects you want to carry out. So it's so good. Well, because of time, maybe another time we have to do the practical hands-on into using that. It takes a lot, so much to do on Google Educational Suite. Now, we also have the Microsoft Teams. You see, it's a kind of competition among these companies, tech companies. Everybody is trying to outshine the other person. So they are coming up with a lot of tools for us. For Microsoft Teams, it's over a suite tool that will help, just like the Google Classroom. You can have conversation, you can have a collaboration even with other schools. You can do a lot of things on this platform. You share assignments and feedbacks, and it's for free. Once your school has a valid school email address, you have access to the the Microsoft Teams. Apart from that, you have the Blackboard. The Blackboard has been around for a long time. In fact, for those in higher education, the Blackboard is the best. It offers a lot. It's able to cater for a large number of students. The entire population in a university can be fully taken care of by the Blackboard. One of its features is the Google Analytics. The Blackboard Analytics. What does it do? The Blackboard Analytics enables you to have total control of the data generated in the course of teaching and managing students. It's not just for teaching, it's a total management tool. A total management tool. The advantage it gives is that all the activities of the students are monitored. Data generated right from the first day in school to the last day in school are kept in Blackboard. And with that, you can do a lot of research. It helps to improve the faculty development because it gives you access to go into the data, have a study on the faculty as a whole, individual students, and their progresses. You can monitor each child's performance. And what this does is it enables the system, the educational system, like the university, which has large number of candidates to manage, to have data on each and every candidate. Every student in that school. The courses they are taking, how they are doing in each course, in each course they are taking, the attendance, everything you can think about when the school is on, that you have to manage about students, everything is possible with the Blackboard. It also offers what is called Blackboard Predict. pardon me, Blackboard predicts or engage with, its ability to leverage on the data and do analytics. You'll be able to identify students that are not doing well in their courses. You remember that in our schools these days, the advisor-student ratio is so high. You have a class of 100 that you are supposed to monitor, apart from your own teaching timetable, the additional administrative duties that you are given in school. With that, you don't have time to monitor each student that is under your care. But with the Blackboard, you can have total monitoring of their performances and able to detect those who are not doing well. Because one of the things they use in ranking universities is the ability of the university to increase retention.
Hello, sir.
And able to graduate. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
Okay. Can I go on?
You may proceed, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So it will help the lecturers, the departments, the faculty to monitor the progress of each student. And with that, for any of them that are at risk, they could be helped by giving the intervention needed to make them perform at their maximum, so that there will be better retention and better graduation rates, because this is one of the things they use in rating university performance. If students are coming in, but only half of them are able to graduate at the exit, then something is wrong with the system. So with the use of the Blackboard, you'll be able to do, I don't want to exaggerate by using the word perfect monitoring. Because of the counseling tools that has been embedded in the software, you'll be able to monitor and be able to give appropriate intervention at the right time. So also is the Blackboard intelligence. It gives reports even on other activities of the university as it affects the students individually. So it's sort of give information about every aspect of the student life, from the time the student gets in to the time he gets out, from one course to the other. You'll be able to monitor the progress, and thus you'll be able to have full control of what is happening in the school, so that at all times you having maximum performance. But Blackboard is not free. To have the license, you are going to pay, and you're going to pay heavily. But it's worth the while, because it takes a lot of headache off you. With the kind of environment we have, where you have the ability to monitor students as course advisors, it's so limited because of the huge number you are given to monitor. Unlike cases you have an advisor to just about 10 students, this is not what is happening in our universities. So to be able to cope maximally, we need this kind of software. The next one is Edmodo. This one is very popular with a lot of people, especially the secondary school, primary school teachers who have been into online teaching. Edmodo is free. That's one of the good points about Edmodo. And it encourages a lot of collaboration with other teachers and other schools. With Edmodo, you have a very enriching digital environment in your hand. And it's also with social networks. It's like a Facebook, but it is more secure than Facebook. That is for the educational setting. And especially if you are into a lot of multimedia usages, Edmodo is the right tool for you. You could also upgrade it by paying little amounts to have all the necessary tools it can offer you. But it's such a good tool to start with in managing your class. Maybe we could have time to go into how to use them one by one if the opportunity is given. Then the next one is So Creative. Just as you see the name, they make it look like Socrates, that's a philosopher, the wise one. But what they are trying to say is actually so creative. And with this platform, you can create a lot of educational games and exercises for your students. And students can solve these exercises using mobile devices, smartphones, laptops, all of them. And you can see the results immediately. And when you have this, you can now modify your teaching and see students that need help. You know, one of the problems we're having in the educational system where we have those who are very brilliant, the average, and the not so brilliant. Most of the times, the current teaching situations we have in the country, we are not able to challenge the capability of the very intelligent students because we try to go at the average pace. So some brilliant gifted students sometimes lose interest in attending our classes because they are not so intellectually challenged. So also those are the lower level of the ladder too. We also don't have time to give them the maximum attention to need to be able to bring them to the average level for them to be able to cope with the demands of our classes. But with these tools, you can cater for all levels of students you have. It's additional work, but then the results will make you so happy because at the end of the day, if all your students are happy, you are also going to be happier. So we have to gear up in helping all the students, not just the average students. The average students are the ones we mostly cater for, but the two extreme ends, the very intelligent and the not very intelligent, we also have to help them to reach their maximum potentials. And with the features of this, some of these tools, we can achieve that without any much of stress if we are willing to put in the extra energy it demands. Another one is projects. Projects is also a real-time tool. As the name goes, it's really projects. You can do a lot of, involve the students in a lot of projects activities that would challenge their creative level. We've been saying that the level we have been teaching is more when we talk about the Bloom taxonomy has been more of a understanding and remembering. But if you have to go to the higher level of the educational taxonomy of objective by Bloom and as modified by students, we have to involve students in using their intellect to the best of their capabilities to do things that even we might not be able to do. And with tools like this, you'll be able to achieve that. So it is embedded with interactive maps, links, online quizzes, Twitter timelines, videos, and all sorts of things. If you explore this tool, you'll be able to get your students to do a lot of things, even way beyond your own imagination, when you give them the opportunity to showcase their talents. Then we have another one called Teachingt. Teachingt is another great app that you can use for your online teaching. It's over the teachers' ability to create learning methodologies that will awaken the curiosity of the students through interactive content. It also gives opportunity to create interactive images with music, sound, text, and photographs. For those of all who are already exploring multimedia items in our testing suite, this is another great tool to use in creating multimedia items. And it can be shared on other websites or social network. So it could have a wider coverage. We all know, will have seen TED-Ed. If you've been watching presentations from TED-Ed, hello?
We're with you, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry. We have just about 2 more. We're trying to keep to time. So as I was saying, oh, thank you. I was wondering what happened, that my screen changed to that of the host. Can you see me now? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, we can.
Hello? Okay. So as I was saying, that TED-Ed is also another tool to use. It allows for collaborations, and you can create a lot of animations to improve your students' understanding of your lecture, which will help them to expand their knowledge. It offers a lot of information that can be used, that can be integrated both by the teacher and the students. It also allows you to participate in the learning process of others, because there is this sharing capability of the platform with some other people from many parts of the world. If you've been following the TED Ed programs, if you've been watching, you see people share their experiences, what they've done, how they've gone about doing it. All these are available on the site. You could also create your own and share with others. Another one is Kahoot. This is mainly for assessments. It allows you to have a real-time platform for game-based learning. Is mostly a formative assessment tool and is being used by so many educators in the other parts of the world. A lot of quizzes could be, interactive quizzes could be developed on it and shared. And students can even just join without even having to create accounts for themselves. By sharing PIN with them, you'll be able to share your assessments with no any hindrances. Thank you. I'm trying to keep to the time. Thank you for your rapt attention. I'll be handing over to the moderator for those who have questions or who have clarifications to make concerning the class. As I said, what we've just done today are the synchronous, the ones that are basically online real time. If given the opportunity, we'll now discuss those that are asynchronous, those that could be used even when not offline, and it will still serve the purpose for which we want them to serve. Thank you very much for your attention. The moderator, please, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ma. We appreciate your time. We are so grateful. All right, everyone, now is the time for questions. I can see questions already coming in on the chat. So I guess I'll start with that. And if you have a question to also ask, you can as well use the raise of the hand feature so we can turn off the audio from our end. Okay, so I go with the first question. I don't know if you can see it, Ma. But there's a question here from Dr. Ezekiel. How can one use Microsoft Teams to access and evaluate the lesson? Then the other part of the question is, which of the instructional software is the best to recommend for a classroom teacher?
Okay. I'll be taking this one. Now, okay. Sorry, in a minute. The Microsoft team, as I said, I'm sorry. If you've seen Google Classroom before, it has almost the same features like the Google Classroom. It's just the way you use the Google Classroom too. The different facilities to use are there. Whether it's you want to share your assignments, you want to create it, the questions, or you want to share it with the students, the features are there. Now, coming to the second question. Hello, Dr. Ezekiel, I hope I've answered you. Now, coming to the best, it all depends on what you are doing and how you want to go about it. And also depending on the level you are teaching. If it's the primary level, most of them, even when you are registering, they will ask you which of this class level are you interested in, so that the kind of resources they will put together for you will be appropriate for that particular level. If it's pre-primary, that's nursery. If it's primary, if it's secondary, if it's the university, the resources are there. And the moment you, at the point of registration, the moment you indicate the class you are dealing with, the resources that they will put together to help you will be appropriate for that level that you have indicated. I hope that answers your question, Dr. Adeshina.
I believe so too. Else,
I can see from Atobatele Bukola. So which of the software can be used for practical teaching? Even Edmondo project, like it all depends on your subjects. Like you can use projects, you can use Edmondo, you can use any one of them, because whatever you want, for the student to explore the internet to get real life images of the things you want to showcase in the practical, depending on what you are doing, whether it's physics, chemistry, biology, whatever. You have resources online that you can integrate into whatever, whichever of the tools you are ready to use. But project gives you the students ability to do a lot of things. When you are talking of portfolios, when it comes to practicals where you want the student to explore, any one of them, they all have interactive abilities. You can use any one of them, whichever one you are more comfortable with. If you explore them, whichever one you are more comfortable with. Which of these returns are free? Edmodo is free, very free. You see, Google Teams is also Google Suite is also free. It's only for you to have deeper usage of the resources, so that everything, you have unlimited access to all the resources. That's why you just pay token of $4 per month for each individual, whether the teacher or the student. But if you still stay within the free limits, you still have a lot of resources to use. But if you want to have unlimited access, that's when you pay. It's token for $4 per month. That's about let's even say our dollar is 500 now. That's about 2,000 per month. If you are teaching higher classes, it can, although if it's lower classes, you may not be able to. But Edmodo is free. It has a lot to offer. Google Suite is also free to a lot of extent. It's only when you want to use the other resources that you may have to pay. Then for Zoom that we are using too, for 40 minutes, once it's not more than 100, Zoom is also free for 40 minutes. The only problem you might have is every 40 minutes it may go off, but you only need a few seconds to come back online, if you don't mind. Then what will it cost to use Blackboard for 10,000 tertiary students? I wouldn't know. You have to consult go to their website and just tell them exactly what you want. They will give you their cost list, their pricing list. I won't be able to say that. I didn't try to ask them, so I wouldn't know. That's about the last question I'm seeing here. Any other one? Yeah. Hello, Ma, the moderator.
Yes, ma. I can't see any raised hand, as that was the sign to know if anybody has question. Nobody is raising the hand, so apparently we'll just be limited to the ones on the chat.
Okay. I hope I've answered. If you are not totally satisfied with the answer to your question, if you need to re-ask.
Okay, the last one here is the one on the cost for Blackboard.
No, I don't know it offhand. We will have to consult them.
Oh,
we have to
okay.
consult owners of Blackboard.
Then at some point we lost the screen. We couldn't see your slides.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
I called my attention to
So a
it
lot of
sometime.
people are requesting for
I
it.
have a
That's
question.
basically the huge chunk of the chat.
Sorry, I didn't notice that on time, and I was trying to ask if I know the point at which it was lost, I could go back.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I want to ask, what's the mode of payment and what's the method?
No, most of them you use your just the way we pay for things, normal things online. You could use your card, your ATM card to make your payments. You could do bank transfers if you have a dollar account.
Okay.
Most of them are accepting in dollar. So if you have a dollar account, you could do transfer. But mostly you could use it. Hello? Most of them use PayPal or Paystack for their payments, and they accept some of the cards like MasterCard. If you have a MasterCard, you can do online payments easily. Most of them accept that. Hello? Like
Yes,
if you do a lot of writing in your teaching, that Wacom pen will be so useful. Let me see if I can share the screen and show you what it is like, the Wacom pen.
We have your screen already.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
You've shared your screen already. We have your screen.
Oh, okay. Trying to load where I have it. Okay. So this is it. And you can see the price for it, but it's worth having. It's worth it. You'll be able to write normally as you write on the board. You erase, you clean, you draw, everything you do on your board, the blackboard or the whiteboard, you'll be able to do with Wacom pen. So these are the prices.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma. We really do appreciate. So for people that need further question on price, I believe on each of the websites, there is a particular section for prices. So you can read out what their price tags are for each of the packages. I believe that will be much more explicit, and it should be so easy to follow through. There is a question here asking if there are softwares to boost network. Services, etc.
Actually, your voice is breaking. I'm not getting you well. Let me try making the chat room myself.
Okay. You got the last question on the chat now.
Just a minute. I'm about accessing the chat now.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Sorry, I've lost that question. It went off. Could you not resend it again?
The question is there any software that can be used to boost a network if a person network is not functioning well? That is the question.
Actually, so yes, there are software to boost, although I can't say of any now, but it's better to buy network from this our telecoms. They are better tools for better connectivity, like the MTN now and most of the other telecoms. They have MiFi. You don't rely on using just the hotspots on your phone. You can buy a MiFi. You can buy a router. MiFi is just about 12,000 naira, and router is about 25,000 naira. And the speed of the connectivity is faster with this than what you have on your phone. So that could boost your connection speed. So it's better we also invest in some of these things to improve the connectivity. Using hotspots on your phone might not do it, especially depending on, then you also have to check your area. Like in my house now, I can't use Glow. I can only use MTN, but in my office, I use Glow. Glow is faster in my office because the mast is closer to the office. And at home here, the closest mast is that of MTN. So MTN is faster here. In fact, Airtel does not even move at all in my area here. You have difficulty connecting with. So you have to study your area and know which of the telecom works better at a particular place you find yourself. I don't use my Glow at home, and I don't use Airtel. But when I get to my office, these are better connections for me when I get to the office. So you have to study your area and know which one goes well for you, for the place where you are.
Thank you so much, ma. Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
I believe with this, we can officially bring this to a close.
Well,
just before,
as I said, sorry, moderator, as I said, this is just the first part of this. We are talking of the ones that we can use real time online. There are others that can be used offline. So I don't know if I'm giving opportunity to do that some other time, if it's so desired. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll be definitely glad to have you back. Let's see about the house. Thank you so much, ma. We really do appreciate your time with us. Thank you so much, everyone, the participants, for staying with us this long. I believe it has been an eye-opening session, and we just need to get back to work and use all these tools she has explained to us to make our work better. All right, just before we close, I would like to remind us that the annual conference is very close, and we've been having people sending their abstracts all of this while. So I've seen people messages on the chat asking more questions. So if you need to if you need more information, you can visit our website, is www.iaiiea.com, and then you can mail us on the email address info@iaiiea.com. Okay, sorry, it's org, not com. So these are the places you can get the information needed. We really do appreciate your presence with us, and the interaction will continue on the social media platforms. And I believe WhatsApp is very much easy for everybody. So we'll get to reach us more on the WhatsApp page and also on the Telegram. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to anchor again tonight. My name is Peace. Before we wrap up, let's just close this with a word of prayer. Dear God, we thank you for the wisdom you've given unto human. Thank you for the liberality of the souls to share the knowledge with us. We pray, Lord, that you will help us, that the knowledge and everything that has been shared will be used for your glory alone. Thank you, Father, for hearing us. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, everyone. Until the next time.